The F-16c in Wings of Glory is one of the most powerful and flexible jets you can fly in Wings of Glory. While many players rush towards stealth aircraft or brute force interceptors, the F-16c rewards those who master balance, timing, and control. Nicknamed the Viper in real life, this jet embodies precision over raw power. It excels across the board, from high-speed dogfights to accurate missile kills and even bombing runs. If you're looking for a fighter that can do it all, and do it well, the F-16c deserves your full attention. In dogfights, close-up battles with other planes, the F-16c is amazing. It can turn very quickly and keep its speed, which is super important when you're trying to stay behind your enemy. Unlike heavier jets that slow down a lot when turning, the F-16c can stay fast and tight in the fight. Its gun is accurate, and it's easy to aim during loops and turns. If you use the plane's speed and turning ability right, you can beat most other jets even if they're bigger or more expensive. When it comes to Fox 2 infrared missile combat, the F-16c is highly effective. Its AIM-9 sidewinders lock quickly, track well, and rarely miss if you time your launch correctly. The jet's agility makes it easy to get clean rear aspect shots, and it carries enough flares to defend itself against enemy missile spam, though not enough to waste. Unlike slower or more missile-reliant jets, the F-16c thrives by forcing enemies into mistakes, baiting flares, and following up with precise strikes. In mid-range fights, you can break enemy lock, reposition, and hit hard, all while dodging counterattacks. You may not have radar-guided missiles, but in heat-seeking engagements, you're lethal. The F-16c might not be a bomber, but it's surprisingly good at bombing runs. You can carry bombs, fly low, hit enemy bases, and get out fast. It's small and fast, which means you're harder to hit while approaching a target. After dropping your bombs, you don't have to retreat. You can go straight back into the sky and look for air targets. This is what makes the F-16c special. It can help with ground objectives and still dominate in air combat. That flexibility gives you more chances to earn money and help your team. One of the strongest aspects of the F-16c is how well it performs in energy fights, the art of managing speed, altitude, and positioning in a dynamic engagement. The F-16c can climb vertically, stall out an opponent, then flip over and dive back in with energy to spare. It accelerates quickly out of low-speed states, which is vital when recovering from tight loops or spiral dogfights. While it lacks the post-storm maneuvering of jets like the Su-35, it doesn't need it. The F-16c dances just fine at low speeds, and unlike more fragile fighters, it remains competitive throughout all phases of air combat. Still, the F-16c isn't perfect. It doesn't have radar-guided missiles, so it's harder to win long-distance fights. You have to get closer to use your weapons well. Also, it's not stealthy, so enemies can see you coming on radar. And with average health and armor, it can't tank much damage. One well-placed missile or cannon burst will take you down. That means your best defense is staying unpredictable and aware. Use speed, smart flying, and positioning to avoid damage instead of relying on armor. In Tier 9 of Wings of Glory, the best way to earn money fast with a jet like the F-16c is to play as a strike fighter, starting each match with bombs, hitting ground targets first, then switching to air-to-air combat. Focus on bombing enemy bases or bunkers, which give you quick and easy money early in the round. Once your bombs are dropped, immediately climb and hunt air targets. Look for distracted or slower jets and pick them off with missiles or guns. The F-16c's speed and agility make it perfect for swooping in, getting a kill, and dodging back out before enemies can react. Don't fly straight into the center of the map. Circle the edges, strike fast, and survive. The longer you stay alive while doing both bombing and air kills, the more consistent your money will be. That balance between objective damage and fighter kills is what really boosts your earnings in Tier 9. The F-16c is one of the most underrated and effective jets in Wings of Glory. It's not about being the fastest or the strongest, it's about being ready for anything. Dogfights, you win most of them. Missiles, you've got the agility to dodge and the tools to strike. Bombing, you're fast enough to get in and out without being shot down. Whether you're playing for fun, stats, or fast cash, the F-16c delivers. Fly smart. Fly aggressive. Fly F-16. That's enough of me yapping. I'll let you watch the video in peace.